Hello everyone, welcome back to another Retro Game Treasure unboxing with the Pop Culture Junkie. This time around, this is the September 2015 box. This is my fourth box, and I gotta say, I've loved every single one of them. If you've seen my other videos, you will see the awesome little treasures I've got in every box. Now, if you're not familiar, this is the first time you're watching one of these videos. Retro Game Treasure is a subscription box company that sends out a monthly box, and what they do is a little different than the normal. Every box is different. Every time you see my other videos, whether it be a nerd or geeky item of some sort, generally everything that you get in the box is the same thing that all the subscribers get because they send out, the same box to everybody. With Retro Game Treasure, what you do is, when you want to sign up for a box, you go to their site, check them out on their Facebook page, but you go to their website and you sign up. When you sign up, they send you a link to your email. Open that link and it gives you a menu to select which game systems you want to receive games for. So whether it's Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, original Nintendo, Game Boy, etc. Then it gives you the option to select a minimum of a few types of games that you like. So whether it be fighting, like a Mortal Kombat style game, Street Fighter, etc., Killer Instinct, whether you like adventure role-playing, like Link to the Past, Final Fantasy, puzzle games, if you like sport games, if you like shooters, so all types. So no matter what kind of games you're into, you're going to be able to find games that you enjoy. So keep in mind, this is Retro Game Treasure, so as you can see from my background here, I love retro games. They're really not retro to me because this is what I grew up with. So some of these games I've had since I was 5 years old. And to me, they're just video games. But to some of you viewers, these are, antiques. Anyways, these games are classics, they're awesome, and there's something about them that doesn't compare to some of the games of today. So, check them out. Go to their Facebook page or check out their website. I'll have all those links below, and you can check them out for yourself and see if you want to give them a try. Now, as you've seen from my other videos, they have been very generous in the types of games I've received. The other thing I forgot to mention is they have a new format available on their setup where not only do you put what type of games you want to receive and what systems, but they even have a new option where you can actually send them your entire library. List everything you have, and that way you have no problems or fears of receiving doubles. Case in point, if you saw my last video, I received 3 games in my last box, and they were Super Mario Brothers 2, Friday the 13th, both on Nintendo, which, as I mentioned in my video, I already own, but no big deal, because what was the other third game that they added? Why, this little treasure right here, Link to the Past, a awesomely hard to find and very classic video game. So, was I worried that they sent me these 2 that I already owned? No. Why? Because that was before they had their new setup, so they had no clue I had that. Otherwise, they probably would not have sent me those. But I got this bad boy, and I was very happy. So, check that out. If you are a current subscriber to them, make sure you update your info, and you can avoid getting doubles, unless you just want to receive whatever, etc. So, we're going to move along, and we are going to crack open our box, and we're going to see what they got in store for us this time. Okay, so here we have it. I love their little boxes, by the way. I didn't even mention this. Don't you love it? I mean, it's a little treasure chest straight out of Zelda. These are so cool looking. Very cool. And then you open it up, and there's a RetroGameTreasure.com promo card on the inside here. Got a quote usually from a different video game, says, "Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president? Thanks for your subscription, Buck the MegaBuck." And we got the two dudes from Bad Dudes. Gotta say, truthfully, I love the arcade. The Nintendo game was not a great one, but I love the arcade one, so either way, it's all good. Alright, first off, it's nice and packaged neatly. Got some bubble wrap in there, keep everything from knocking around. You know, you got plastic. You don't really want that to get cracked, so let's throw the bubble wrap away. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, we got 4 different games in here. Awesome. Of course, they'd be different. Duh, it's not like they send us 4 of the same game. But another thing I want to add is they also do consoles. If you haven't bought anything from them yet, they also will send you a console. They'll send you a big giant box with a console in it if you want to. Not a mystery console. Let me make that clear. Not like you sign up and say, "Hey, send me a mystery console." No, you can buy a console from them. So if you don't have a Nintendo or Genesis, anything like that, you can buy one from them, and they'll send the system along with the games you request for your mystery box. Costs more, of course, because you got to buy the system, but that's another cool thing. So if you don't have the system and you are able to get the games, then they'll send you a system. There you go. Okay, so like I said, we got 4 games in here. Let's see what the first one is in here. We've got we have a Nintendo 64, very popular video game, and not one that is easy to come by. This is Force Gemini by Rare, and if you're unfamiliar with this game, Rare is the same company that made Conker's Bad Fur Day, another very, very popular N64 game. And you know what? This is awesome because they just released about a month ago that what's it called? Rare Replay, and this one and Conker's are both on that compilation game, and this actually was the reason I was going to buy that Rare Replay. I already have Conker's, but it'd be cool to play it on the next gen console, but I was going to get it just for this game. Now I don't have to, because now I've got the original on Nintendo 64, which I prefer. I prefer having the original versus a new version of it. Not that they're different, I guess, but still, it's just something about playing the old school games on the old school system that just makes it a lot more enjoyable for me. So we got Force Gemini, and we're gonna check out a little gameplay footage here if I can get some pulled up for you guys. And this is if you're not familiar with Force Gemini, it's like a first-person shooter. You're battling like creatures. You're battling like giant ants, different types of bugs and such. So here's a little bit of gameplay footage. Running around, shooting, blowing things up. Cool graphics. I mean, the Nintendo 64, at the time, this is it came out in 1996. Very cool, though. Okay, so, moving on. We got more games to check out in here. So, let's go on to the next one. But, very cool, guys. Thank you. This is awesome. Love it. Next, we have... got a regular Nintendo video game, and this is by Capcom. This is the Dream Master, or Little Nemo Dream Master, pardon me. I remember this one when it came out, and it was a really cool fantasy side-scroller. So it's kind of like, Mario. Kind of reminded me of Captain Comic, also, if you're familiar with that one. But this one, it's basically a kid. It starts off with the weirdest opening, I think, for a Nintendo game. A kid is asleep in his bed. It's like 1902 in New York, and a Zeppelin with a fairy flies over to his window, wakes him up, and tells him, "Hey, a princess from another world wants you to come be her playmate." The kid's hesitant, and then to persuade the kid to come along, the fairy offers him candy. And he's like, oh, okay, if you're offering me candy, it's all good. I'll come along. Not the greatest lesson to pass on to kids as far as saying, hey, if somebody comes up to you and says they want you to be somebody's playmate, as long as they offer you candy, it's all good. It's like, no, not right in this day and age. Not right at all. I mean, not right back in the 1980s and 90s when this was out. So no, okay. I mean, it's a cool side scroller. It's got like fantasy lands like Slumberland and Toyland and such. We're gonna check out a little bit of gameplay here. So here we go. Like I said, it's Fairy Tale, Slumberland. So right now you're in a frog suit, jumping around, and you jump on things, and it's really just about, you know, getting to the end of levels. It's not like you have a whole lot of, you know, tasks to complete, but very fun game, very colorful and fun. Nice. Okay, this is one I don't have either, so excellent. My list paid off. I did send them my whole list, so hopefully I'm not getting any doubles again, because I did get those 2 doubles again I mentioned earlier, but I don't care. I got Link to the Past. Alright. Next up, we've got... Okay, this one is pretty cool. And I wonder if, because they got my list, this is why they sent me this one. So, in the 90s, this is a Super Nintendo game, first of all, guys. In the 90s, they came out with a whole bunch of different games. You know, you had your Marios and whatnot, but they came out with a couple of publicity games, I'll say. And they had... here's the game before I just ramble on. So we got Super Nintendo Cool Spot, and for you youngins out there that love 7-Up, that's the mascot for 7-Up. That little circle red dot is Spot, and you know they had commercials for the character and such, but they made a video game for him, and they had another one which I also have is Chester Cheetah Too Cool to Fool. And Chester Cheetah, of course, from the Cheetos chip company. And they had both of these games come out, and they were just basically publicity games. You know, the sole purpose was just to sell more soda and chips. But they were cool, they were fun, but it was just really funny to think, you know, a mascot from a soda is a video game character, and then a mascot from a chip company is a video game character. So... And it was interesting, but now I have the complete set because these are the 2, you know, food and drink mascot video games. But this one is really just a side scroller. We're gonna check out a little footage here for you guys. But it's just funny that I sent that list in, and now that's the one I have. So here's a little side scrolling for y'all, and you just go around collecting miscellaneous things. I forget what he's throwing there, but you're collecting other little red, looks like red coins you're collecting, that's just other spots, I'm guessing. Very fun. I remember playing this one a lot for free, just as a setup in the game stores. I would always have them set up. Okay, so that's the gist of it. You go from one side of the level to the other, and just, you know, side-scrolling adventure. Excellent. Alright, so got a promo game there. Alright, we are already down to our final game. And it is another regular Nintendo, I was about to say Super, regular Nintendo NES game made by Hudson Soft, and this is Adventures of Dino Riki. This is another one that I do not have. Very cool. I love dinos. This one, I believe, is it's still a third person for what NES standards were, but we're going to check out some gameplay footage because I never played this one. So we're going to check out some game footage together, and we'll see what it looks like. So here we go, some Dino Riki. Well, it's a little Mario. There, okay, there we go. Looks a little like Akari Warriors then. Okay. So you got a screen is scrolling on its own. And you collect little things. Got things flown at you. Yeah, so it's like a Akari Warriors style game. I see a lot of fire coming across the screen now. I'm betting it gets really difficult fast. Okay. Looks in, I don't see any dinosaurs yet, though. Maybe that's the bosses. Maybe you just fight giant dinosaurs at the end of each level. So, that's cool. Oh, he'd already got killed. Alright. So, there we go. There you have it. Very cool. The one thing I want to point out before I shut things off for the day is I love the condition of the games that they send. I frequent video game stores a lot, and when I go in there, I see games that used to be owned by people, and they would write their names on it, or people, parents would write their name on the kids' names on their games or such, which I always hated. I never did that to mine. Other thing would be is they would have like former rentals, so they'd have stickers and store numbers written on them or taped on them, and then when you go to peel them off, they would always stick it on the actual label, which destroys the label, and that's just not right. But these are in excellent condition. Every one of these, I'm amazed at how good the quality is, because I don't know where they get their games from. I know they get them wholesale from someplace, and I mean I did have a couple of. I had one game I know for sure that came in on my first box, had a rental sticker. So we're talking one out of 4 boxes now had stuff like that. So, but they're in excellent condition. They look perfect. So. All right, very cool. Well, thank you again, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything you saw. I hope you check them out yourself and give them a try because, again, you never know what you're going to get, and your box will always be your own box. You're not going to get the same thing that other people get. So check them out. Check out all the links below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit me up with a thumbs up. Definitely hit that subscribe button. You'll be checking out some awesome unboxing videos, all types of things. Got more coming out every day. And appreciate the loyal fans watching, and keep watching. All right. Till then, this is the Pop Culture Junkie. Take care. See ya.